So I've been wanting to do something on my channel for a while now called the Date Night Dinner Series. And what the purpose of this is wanting to do a series of videos where instead of focusing on just one recipe or just one topic, I wanted to actually go through the process of cooking an entire meal. Now, when I say an entire meal, I'm not really saying something really elaborate or with all these complex ingredients. I'm just saying something simple that you could cook for your wife or your girlfriend on a date night, or you could even cook it for yourself if you wanted to. In this video, I'm going to cook a couple of New York strip steaks, and I'm going to roast some Yukon Gold potatoes, and I'm going to make a salad with a lemon and honey dressing, homemade. The first thing that I did was got my potatoes ready and in the oven because it took them a little longer to cook than the rest of the food. I just took 4 Yukon Gold potatoes and I sliced them in half lengthwise, and then I took each half and I cut those into about 1/2 inch pieces. I put those on a baking sheet, drizzled a little bit of olive oil over top of them, and then I seasoned them with some kosher salt and some fresh black pepper. Just took my hands and kind of mixed those around a little bit to make sure they were all coated good. Then I spread them out into an even layer, and I put them into a 400-degree preheated oven. Checked on those after about 25 minutes. Once I pulled them out of the oven, I stuck a fork in them, and I could tell that they needed just a few more minutes. So I took a spatula and I turned them over so the other side could brown a little bit. I stuck them back in the oven for about 10 more minutes. After I pulled them out that time, they were done. Alright, the next thing that I did was I went ahead and prepared my salad and my dressing. I just put enough salad greens, and in this case I used leaf lettuce. You can use more than that, or just use whatever kind of salad greens you have or what you like. I'm just trying to keep it simple. I went ahead and put enough for 2 people into a bowl, and I mixed up a dressing. It's a honey lemon dressing, and I'll put the exact amounts that I used in the description. Basically what this dressing is, a little bit of olive oil. I just put that into a jar. You can use another bowl or something to mix it in. I squeezed the juice from half of a lemon, and I put a little bit of honey in it. Then I just put just a pinch of kosher salt and a little fresh black pepper in it, and I mixed that up. And I just drizzled that over my salad, and I tossed it by hand. Now, this is going to be sort of a sweet dressing with a little hint of the citrus. And if you don't like that, it's similar to a vinaigrette, except instead of using vinegar, I used the lemon juice in it. Alright, now to cook the steak, I took about a tablespoonful of olive oil and put into a cast iron skillet. Now you can use whatever type of skillet that you have. I turned that to medium high heat, and I took the steak and I just, like I said earlier, I patted those dry with a paper towel. I just seasoned the steaks very liberally with some kosher salt and some black pepper. When the skillet gets so hot that it's starting to smoke, that's when it's ready to put your steaks in it. You want to lay the steaks away from you when you put them in the skillet, and you want to be able to hear that sizzle. And you want to let them sear I cooked these for about 4 minutes before I turned them over. And then I let them cook another probably 5 or 6 minutes on the other side. I was shooting for a temperature of about 135 to 140 degrees. Now you cook yours to the temperature that you like. I was shooting for a medium rare to a medium, and I used an instant read thermometer, and once I got to about 135 degrees, I went ahead and pulled those off of the heat, and I laid them on a cutting board. And you just want to let the steaks rest for probably at least 10 minutes, and let the juices inside of them kind of redistribute. Now that I had everything cooked, it was time to plate it. So I just cut the steaks up, and I went ahead and placed that in there, and then I put my potatoes, and then I put my salad. Now, I'm not a pro at making things look good, but just use your imagination a little bit. Just put it in the plate in a way that kind of looks good if you're doing it for a date. Just if you want to impress somebody. I know sometimes we just want to get in there and just eat. We're hungry. We've worked all day and we're tired. You just don't care what it looks like. But if you're doing this for a date night, at least try to put a little emphasis on the way that it looks in the plate.